I'm here. Only 5 minutes late today. Practically early. Anyway, as the stream title suggests, I'm going to be doing a short stream. Say short, like 2.5 hours. My original default length of stream. But now I do 4 hours instead of 2.5. So it's short compared to how it is now. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, point is, I'm very tired. And I'm not going to be able to do a full stream today. But I will do something because I want to keep in the habit. I like streaming, hopefully. Hopefully I don't pass out mid-stream. Yeah, Unibubbles. The first redeem, very impressive. It's a hard one. Everybody wants that one. Sometimes it's in the middle of the stream, though. They still want it. Gets redeemed every time. Hey, Patat, how you doing? You're not new, but hello, regardless. Why so sleepy this evening? I have, like, recurring nightmares, and I have done for years and years. I don't get very much sleep. Sometimes it's worse than others. Most of the time, it's fine and I'm used to it, but some days are, like, actually bad. And I only get, like, 2 hours or less of sleep. Most of the time I get, like, between 4 and 6 hours of sleep. But when it gets really bad, it's 0 to 2. So it's just a sort of, I think it, like, just fluctuates. I don't know why. It's whatever. So ideally, I'll try to get some sleep tonight by taking melatonin, putting in my earplugs or whatever, and see if that works. And it probably will, because it usually does, but we'll see. Hope I get a good nap midstream. That'd be fun. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I'm only going to go for 2.5 hours today, just because I try and get some sleep. Bit boring, but it is the way it is. What are my goals this stream? Improve the Mistland space, that's just a normal one. Trophy house, oh yeah, okay. Explore other Mistlands for extractor. Okay, I might not be able to do that one, but I will do the trophy house, because that'll probably take around an hour or two. I'm gonna guess. So that seems like a plan. So let's do that. Bread. I might actually just take this clothing with me. It's not particularly heavy. I don't need the cape. And it also lowers my stamina usage, so I should be able to use it for chopping trees and building and stuff like that. So I think I intended to have the trophy house over there. I have this big forge here. So the trophy house, I think I wanted over there. Maybe like back there, like back behind the front of the house. I think this is technically the front of the house. Like, I know I never come from this angle, but this is technically the front. I might have a trophy house, like, attached onto here. Somewhere around this area. Actually, no, because then I wouldn't be able to get to my house easily. Maybe that isn't a good idea. But up there is on top of a hill. That feels like it's going to be kind of a pain to build in. But I could do. Hard to say. Do I want it on there? Kind of. I think that it wouldn't go badly to have the trophy house over here. Maybe I'll do like a trophy hall. Maybe that'd be more interesting. Like a big, like straight across, like, structure where you walk through it and you see like trophies on the walls as you pass by. I think I like that. That seems like a good idea. I'll try that. Gonna be a lot of digging, because I'm gonna need it to be mostly flat. Also gonna make my weird path make no sense. So, let's see. Off that. I'm gonna need a lot of stone. Because I intend to make it out of stone, clearly. That also means I need to grab workbench materials for this thing. 2 iron and 10 wood. Okay. Do I have enough for that? I do have a lot of scrap iron I can start crafting. I don't know why I haven't been up on the crafting when it comes to the scraps. Feels like something I should always have in processing. I'm gonna make it out of wood, though, building itself. I only need 10 more. Yeah, I'm gonna have the woods itself. I don't know how many trophies. I had actually, maybe not. I had an idea where I wanted to have, like, different, like, floors or wings for different, like, biomes, right? And there's 5 total. I kind of liked the idea of having the throughway, but maybe that's not gonna work. So I wouldn't be able to do that cool idea. But then, of course, that isn't necessarily a good idea anyway, because the number of creatures might vary depending on biomes. I might have to separate the heads to see how many creatures per biome. It's like troll, bugs. So this is mistlands, swamp, maybe? Is that swamp? Skeletons live in the swamp, but they also live in the forest. So that one's kind of a toss-up. Deer live in the meadows. Boars live in the meadows. Seeker trophy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I can. I might not be able to do it like that. Biome based, because I think there's too many, like, in some biomes and not enough in others. Also, I'm pretty confident I don't have every head. I guess I could look at it like this, couldn't I? They're like this one. Oh, necks. I forgot about necks. Yeah, I guess these are kind of like these are the different biomes right here. That's actually really helpful. It has it sorted automatically. Neckhead. Yeah, so there's 4 in the meadows. There's 6 in the forest. 7 in the swamp, in the mountain, in the plains. It looks like there's going to be 6 or 7 in this one. What have I missed? Rabbit? Like the hare and the wizard and the ranger dweger. And there's bosses. Like mini bosses. Brenna, then these 3. So there's 1, 2, 3 more bosses I haven't fought yet, looks like. Maybe. Weird. Where would I have come across those? They didn't have any more, like, of these things. And then, isn't there another biome after this? Maybe there's nothing there. You managed to get some mage loot without murdering them. The Seekers were laying siege to a tower and smashed their crate. Oh, that's kind of fun. That's good. Wish that would. Wish that was me. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what I'll do with the heads then. The wings I think could work because there's like a pretty fair number of creatures in everywhere except the plains. I'm gonna flip a coin. If it lands on heads, I'm doing the wings. If it lands on tails, I'm doing the walkthrough. It's heads, okay. We're doing the wings, so the big building over there. Easy. Whoops. Forgot to put my last metal in. There you go. Okay, alright. It shouldn't be a big deal. I think it'll be pretty easy. I'm gonna the foundation out of stone. Obviously, I'm gonna make everything else. I might to go get some more wood pretty soon. I'm going to do the smart idea that I don't remember who told me to do this, but it was a good idea. Where you line up the building with the the other bits. I guess I could probably just do it on the ground. You line up the building using the grid you've already set for yourself. I do want it to be open. I'm gonna have to raise it up though, because it's not gonna fit if I don't. I'm gonna go directly over the boar cage. I'll have to come in later and remove it so that the boars don't have to deal with the random thing clipping through their cage. And a workbench. Okay, let me put this down over here where I intend to put it. Generally. Because I am going to have to either flatten this whole area out or make like a weird stepped building. Like have like an entranceway like here. And then like a ladder or a stairs up into like different like towers or something. That might be okay. Kind of make like a star. Not a star, but like a... I don't know what you'd call it. Wish there was a way to like explain what I'm talking about. But there is. I don't know how to go about it. I could probably draw it like this with this thing. Like, what I was thinking of doing is, like, have the entranceway, like, along here. And then have, like, a big open room that leads off into different wings. So, like, one straight out this way, and that'll be, like, a big room out here. And that'll be, like, one of the biomes. And then another one that branches off here. And it'll connect up, like, right here. With like a hexagonal pattern or something, I don't know exactly. It'll be like that, another big room here, and it'll do the same thing all the way around, just like connecting rooms around the outside. Terrace? Is that what I mean? Is it what I mean? I don't think so. What's terrace? Terrace. No. Level paved area, platform next to a building. No. No. I don't know what I mean. Anyway, the point is, I'm gonna have to either completely flatten this area or make the rooms connect with like staircases. Which might be fine, or it might be awful. It's definitely gonna be difficult, that's for sure. But I wanted to like start here. So I'll see what happens. Put this back around vaguely where I want it. Delete this one. Actually, I don't need to delete that one. I need to make sure it links up here so I can build outwards. Yeah, this is one of those times I'm like, I have no idea what I'm about to do, so we're gonna see how it works out. It could be absolutely terrible, or it could be nice. Where is that wood? No, it's under the ground. Perfect. Now, out. And then I'm going to line it up with that. So I'm going to move over a bit. That's fine. I can go back through, delete all this now. Since it is attached to the grid, I don't have to worry about it. Okay. The entryway is going to be like right here. I think I'm going to do a similar thing to what I did with my Mistlands base, where I make it like a rounded room, but it's going to be more jagged? Jagged? That might be the word I'm looking for. I'll kind of demonstrate here briefly. Can I have you attached to the other side, please? Thank you. Instead of having it tick through one at a time, let's see if I can even do this. Side. There you go. Okay, so we have it like that. And the last time I had it 3 wide here, and I would like slowly turn it like that across the way. I think what I want to try doing is turning it more, instead of like this, I want to have it like this, and then have 2 across like that. And then 2 more, then across. So it's kind of like a 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's like an octagon. The brain doesn't want to work today. See how it goes. Kind of octagonal. Yeah, kind of. I might do it 3 across, so it's going to be 2 across, or maybe it'll be 3 both ways. It'll be 3 there. 3 across here. And 3 this way. That. Gonna be right? Maybe. That's pretty big though, isn't it? But I can't really make it smaller than that. I'm more just worried I won't be able to hit the right, like, layer level. Like, what's the deepest I can dig here? You can dig pretty deep. How deep am I wanting to dig? Because I'm going to have a staircase leading up to each of the roofs, ideally. Maybe on the sides I'll have them going straight out. And then, like, on the diagonal there and diagonal there, it'll go up a little bit. And then this one here will go straight up. It'll work out. Roof might be difficult. Oh, I hadn't considered the roof. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. It'll be fine. Probably. That's my motto, after all. It's not a problem till it's a problem. Them's words to live by. Dangerously. At worst, it can be a square roof with overhang. Yeah, it'll be alright. It'll also give me the opportunity to do something creative. You know, that can be fun. Give me back my stamina. Scum. Need my stamina back. I am going to make this floor out of stone. Ideally. So I need to go get some more. Keep making food with the intent to save some for another meal. Then it's too tasty. Yeah, it's always the... it's always a difficult situation to make good food and then try to put it in the... Well, you have to, like, put it in the freezer immediately or something if you want to make sure you don't eat it. Because then it's just a pain to read. But if you leave it, like, in the refrigerator, it's like, ah, well, it's not frozen. I can just heat that bad boy up. Or girl. Or non-binary meal. I don't know. Whatever you want to refer to your food as. That's a joke, by the way. Not one of my better ones. Do I even have good jokes? They just sort of come out. I think I say funny things. I don't think I have good jokes. There's no one to judge you for eating all the things. Yeah, true. In fact, I'd encourage it. Tasty things is tasty for a reason. They want to be eaten, consumed. What was I doing again? Oh, right, this work thing. Can't really do anything with it yet, but it's there. Okay. I've got that down. I can... That's... There, and start working with that. I should probably make it daytime before I fiddle around here. Yeah. What tasty food did you make? Is it still the satay, or is it you make something new? Something tasty and... that noise? Why is the fish talking to me? Okay. Made shredded seitan yesterday. Did I say satay? Whatever. Seitan. Today you crumbed and fried it. Satan. It's pronounced Satan. Satin? Satan. Like the devil. Okay. Well, look, I'm reading it phonetically. There's no way I would have known that's pronounced Satan. Unless somebody told me. Or if I looked it up. And I don't look things up. That would require effort. We know how I feel about effort. One of the core pleasures of Satan is getting to say how much you like Satan. Yeah, I can see how that'd be kind of funny. I'd love to try some. I'd love to try Satan at some point, honestly. Same, he seems yummy. I think this may be sacrilegious. Not that it's... not that I care terribly, but... You know, it might be a bit polarizing. But no, I really do think that... I'd like to try it. I need to look up I need to get the recipe back on and purchase the goods to make it, because my spice rack is woefully empty. I only have the things that I know that I like to use, which just isn't very much stuff. Like, got some, well, I got cumin, basil, and oregano, and paprika, and stuff like that. Can I get this to work? I have normal, like, spices that... I have some chili powder, too, but that's not quite the same. I want some actual, like, curry. I really want to get some curry. I can't find any good curries that are, like... that I don't have to make myself. You're probably a spice hoarder. Ah, that's okay. Well, you can make tasty food. Getting nervous about the depth of this dig here. I think this is getting close to like the limit of how deep it can be. You're a spice hoarder. You got you got auto-modded for misogyny, but I appreciate the joke. Or the play on words, I suppose. I wonder if the auto mod actually like adds like a strike against you. Maybe I should allow that just because I don't want to like it's clearly not meant in like an offensive way. And I don't want it to like have a 3 strikes and you're out sort of situation just because it decides it's to be a butthead. You don't think it does? It said it was being checked. Rather have it than done. It's got so many false positives, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that is a particularly offensive joke, so I'm gonna go ahead and allow it. I think I appreciate the auto mod for sure. It does it hasn't it's only caught like 1 or 2 things that I genuinely would like it to keep out of the circulation, but I would rather have things that are kind of dicey get caught, so I can decide whether or not I want to allow them through. I kind of miss when Virgil was here, because Virgil got auto-modded all the time, and it was always really funny. It's always just like the most inconsequential nonsense that got them auto-modded. I knew it. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I'm really worried about this height here. Maybe it'll be alright. I don't know how it's going to look like merging the floors together here, though. I feel like this is going to look really ugly. I might be able to, like, do a cool pattern or something, though. I say cool pattern, I just mean I might be able to lazily not fill in part of the floor and then add some stuff there to make it look interesting. But what is cool patterns, if not just workarounds to avoid doing extra work? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I was trying to say there. That was meant to be another joke, but it just didn't come out right. Triangles are the most pleasing in your opinion? I do like triangles, like, generally. It also helps that they're a strong shape. Second strongest shape in nature. hard to make Valheim structures out of triangles. No, my workbench. It's only a matter of time. I really would have thought I'd get a lot more stone for digging up this entire mountainside, but I guess there isn't really any rocks here, so it's fine. Yeah, that's probably enough space. I need to go repair my pick before it breaks. I also need to grab some more stone, if there's some available. What are triangles but cut into third hexagons? Yeah? Are they? Yeah, I guess they are. I guess they are. I guess you can cut a hexagon into sixth as well and still get triangles. But I guess that's sort of because a third is also a sixth. Well, it's a 2/6. You know what I mean? A third? Well, is it a third? No, no, it wouldn't be. A hexagon is 1, 2, 3. Cutting it into a third would be 1, 2. Yeah, it wouldn't be a triangle at all. Triangle being half a hexagon or a sixth. I don't think you can get a half a hexagon as a triangle, can you? It has to be a sixth. And the half is one is only if you don't mind the reassembling of the offcut. Yeah, so it's not a third. It's definitely a sixth. I had to think about it. You had me like believing you without even questioning it. But now that I've thought about it for a second, I don't think it is a third. Either way, use triangles to make hexagons. They're good. Because, as everybody knows, hexagons are the bestagons. Anybody saying otherwise? Wrong. Need to put this red dough. Red dough? It's just flour. It's not dough yet. Get in there. But yeah, the hexagons are just a great shape. They tessellate well too, obviously. I think you have to. I think to tessellate, you can tessellate pentagons with hexagons as well. I'm pretty sure, which is a cool thing. Okay. Why does that? Oh, right, because I did one too far. That's why. Oh, that's weird. Why is that at a weird angle? I think it's because it's trying to connect to that the floor instead of this. Why is that happening? Maybe I do need to connect it to the floor. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe because I didn't connect it to the floor, it looked weird. Worked out weird. What is happening? What's wrong with the shape? Something's wrong with the shape. Yeah, like it ekes over the side a bit. Hey, Lemmy. You're not new. But hello regardless. So why is this giving me a hard time? It worked fine on this side. Oh no, it didn't. Whoops. Didn't work fine at all. Why isn't it working? Something is funny. There's some funny business going on with this grid. You am forever new. Well, I suppose. If you insist. Who am I to deny you? I mean, it's kind of weird, but I guess I might have to just do that. You frequently end up on Girth Tile's rabbit hole and have to talk yourself out, starting another whole project avenue? I don't know what Girth Tiles is. It sounds inappropriate. Oh, Geary. Sorry. Like, I can't... I'm really... Like, the screen's really small. Like, sorry. Like, I have the font as large as it can get on the program. It's literally just that it's a little bit small, alright? I apologize for misreading. Anyway, I've never heard of them either. Oh, is it not a content creator? I just assumed it was a person, not a idea or a concept. Shows what I know. Set of 5 simple shapes that are combined to make extremely complex geometric patterns. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, there's my octagon. It took a bit of finagling, but it exists, and that's all that matters. Probably make a door here so I can actually get out without having to jump over that wall every time. It has kind of a weird clipping thing, which I am a little bit nervous about going up to the roof with. But again, I'll worry about it when I get to that point. Not even close to there yet. Stone again. Come on now, give me some stone. Give me some of that stone. Ooh, hate that. Latin. Alright. I was gonna make those triangles, but maybe I'll save the triangles for... Is there a world I can make that line up properly? I was able to do it before. Or I added in the walls. Although actually I could probably just attach them to the walls. Like that. Yeah. Get an ice cream? Coolio. You've never heard of, Garish tiles? I should probably look them up so I have any sort of idea. Spell anything. Oh, that is... Oh, I recognize these, actually. Huh. I don't know why I recognize them, but I do recognize them. Must have read about them at some point, or somebody must have demonstrated their existence to me at some point. These stone floors take up so much stone. Why is that happening? It's only happening there, too. Why is that happening there? Why is that so, like, weirdly uneven? What? Oh, because this one's uneven. Why is that one uneven? Is that why my thing's been, like, off-center the whole time? Because I had one brick out of place at one stage? And granted, this is it's still bigger on the right than it is on the left. I don't know why. Why is it bigger? What's different about them? Is it just the natural, like, game's tessellation patterns? Makes it look like it's bigger? Even though it's the same design? Because they're lined up with the grid. Yeah, they're lined up. There's no reason they should be having a hard time. Yeah, it must just be the weird tessellation. They're they're exactly the same. I don't get it. It is what it is, I guess. It's the way of things. Sometimes we can't explain. That one's still the same size, too. That one is the same size as this one. So by that logic, this one is the one that's wrong, but I couldn't imagine why. I should make it daytime, though. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it's, like, a big enough issue for me to care about. I probably just won't bother worrying about it. But I am curious as to why it's doing that. Unloading unused assets. Wow, thank you. Incredibly convenient. More food. I don't really need that, do I? I don't need any of this good food. I should get sort of some of these. Get some of this wolf meat done. I don't think I can use that for anything now that I've cooked it. Wolf jerky feels weird to use. Well, I'll bring my bread since that's pretty easy to mass produce. I didn't replant my bread, I just realized. I should probably go get my hoe and go back and replant some. Oh. I think I just remembered something. I think I turned literally all of my barley into grain. Oh no, thanks. That would have sucked. Yeah, I thought I did all of it, because I remember I didn't replant it, and I didn't put it away in this chest in here. It wouldn't have been all of it. I think I have two barley in here. Oh, I have 38. Never mind. I used to have 2 barley in there as an emergency precaution. Just in case I did something like that. But I apparently I'm a lot better at planning for catastrophe than I remember. That would have been awful. Also, apparently I'm kind of lazy, because I just left some barley on the ground there, too. I'm attacking my base? Oh, it sure is. Dare you. Let me catch you around here again. Attacking my walls. That's what they're for, I guess, but how dare you still. Okay. I'm gonna leave these 15 in here and take these 38 out. Actually, it doesn't really matter, does it? Just keep all of them. I have plenty of, like, grain that I haven't done anything with yet. Yes, it was quite lucky that I wasn't a fool. But I had considered the fact that maybe, perhaps, I would need careful past whatever time frame it is. I need to go gather more wood and stone. I'll take my only cart, which is out front right now. Actually, I probably grab whatever is off of this first. And just use that to build. Well, I don't know what I'll do with it. Could also just like add some grass back here. That feels a bit strange, but it might look nice. Have like a little interior garden sort of situation. Although I don't love when it does that to the floor. So maybe I don't like that as an idea. I think it would look nice if I didn't have to worry about it clipping through the ground or through the tiles. I don't want weird wisps of grass poking up through the of my floors. Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer my floors to be solid. And shepherd the edges with cultivate. I'd have to destroy my tiles to manage, though. I don't want to replace all my stone again. Not even done yet. I guess it'd be the best time to do it. Alright, so what I want to do is have these two straight out from... I'm going to make out of wood, just to make it easier. Have it straight out. A tunnel. Very brief tunnel. It's not gonna be a tunnel at all. It's just gonna be an open, like, walkway with like a railing and maybe like a... What do you call it? Like a... God, what do they call them? The like the buildings that have like walkways. I'm gonna have like a little... thingy. A thingy, right, yeah. Well, you know. Very eloquent. Like one of these. Like open... Open walking bits. You're like, oh yes, to the next area. Oh, how lovely. I get to look outside while I walk to my next zone, where I'm going to look at for sake of things. I have like a little half railing here. I'll probably make it out of something other than like the straw roof, but I don't have sources yet for that. Just enough of a fence to stop people wandering straight in. Yeah, basically. I'm working on 3s with this entire building, so I'm gonna make it one more ahead. There. It's the needs. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about these things being so close together. Should probably eat a vegetable. Be right back. Satan doesn't count as a vegetable. I'd recommend broccoli. It's the winner's choice. Best vegetable. Don't throw rocks at me, I'm building. Perish, fool. Throwing rocks at me, attacking me. Trying to make a nice building over here. I should probably make a somewhat vague attempt to plan out what I'm doing from this stage onward. I like the little, like, walkthrough area. I think that's a fun idea. But I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the room. I could make it another octagon, but I feel like that's too consistent. Not boring, but not interesting. That one's backwards. How did that happen? Oh, that's how that happened. Bug King Ugly, hey, how you doing? I could do the octagon again. I feel like I should make it a smaller room, though. I don't know how I would manage, other than just shrinking the octagon. Although everything's done in threes, so maybe shrinking it's a bad idea. I guess this wouldn't work either, because of the way I have to build the flooring. Definitely need to go and get some more stone. I'll probably need to make another stonecutter's bench as well. Although maybe I could make it circular instead. It might be an interesting change. How did I come in here? Probably just a repair. Good, glad to hear it. Hate to lurk and run. No worries, always happy to have lurkers. By all means, I appreciate it. Let's see. That's not a bad one. I don't need to hold on to those wisps. I don't know if they weigh anything, but... No, they weigh one each. Well, half an each. It's not so bad. What is this again? Mandible. It's hard to design a more perfect weapon. Let's see about that. Maybe I'll use it to design a perfect weapon. Maybe I should, no. That wouldn't make any sense. Well, maybe it would. I do need more stone. I'm gonna go get more stone. Put away this stuff in here now. Come back for it later. Gotta go find some stone first, I suppose. There's just stone all over the Black Forest and all over the... It was just around the place. Shouldn't be too bad. Too difficult. Oh crap, I just realized I was cooking some bread and I forgot it. Oh, hell yeah, I didn't burn it. That was probably pretty close, actually. Should have definitely burned. Just abandoned it in there. Alright. I'll knock out a lot of these little rocks here. And see how much stone that ends up giving me. That doesn't give me enough. It probably won't. It doesn't give me a decent amount, I should say. Then I'll probably make an effort to go climb the mountain. Or that. The hill next to me. Line up those stones. Because there's some real big ones. And they don't give nearly as much stone as they feel like they should. I feel like most of the time I get stones from when I'm mining ores. Because it's like the ore veins give like mostly stone with a little bit of ore. I assume for the sake of balancing. Go away, I'm just mining over here. Oh, come on. Mining, go away. I wonder if there is a Greyling trophy. There's a Grey Dwarf trophy. Is there a Greyling trophy? No, there's not. I guess Greylings are just Grey Dwarfs. While I'm getting stone, I probably should also grab a bunch of, This is where I was chopping down trees. This wouldn't be too much of a detour. Ooh, there's a big rock here. Love to see it. I have to go grab my mining mobile. Snow. I'll probably put those back on, actually. Away! I'm definitely gonna break the pickaxe sooner than later. It's a shame that the pickaxe has such little health. I mean, it has a lot, but like not nearly enough to do something so consistent as mining stone. Could go and make it daytime, I guess. It's alright. It'll be fine. Oh, actually, it depends. If I get attacked by like a million Grey Dwarfs, then I'll definitely go make it daytime. For now, it'll be alright. Pickaxe level 33. I'm pretty sure I've hit that goal, that milestone, like 7 or 8 times. I died just enough to never raise my pickaxe skill. Sorry, I keep yawning. So I just sort of stop moving completely. Yawn, and then go back to business after that. It's a bigger rock than it looks like. I need to put my wisp on so I have a little bit of light. I don't really mind not having light, but I figure for the sake of the stream viewing experience, it'd be good to have some sort of light. These rocks are really big. I keep forgetting how big rocks are underneath all the dirt. I suppose it's probably worth mining it all up. I'm not sure how worth. It would give me stone, but it is also a lot of extra digging just around the dirt, which doesn't give me a whole lot of anything. Whereas I could get surface rocks for about the same amount of stone. For a lot less effort. It also makes the terrain a lot uglier. I mean, this is like not completely within view of my house because it's like behind the tower, but it's definitely if you're looking for it, you'll see it. Or if I was just to like just destroy the surface rocks, you wouldn't even notice. So maybe I'll just stick to surface rocks instead. To fill in the pits like this, you need to use stones to like fill them back in. And I think it's probably a net loss. I think it's yeah, 2 stones for 1. You need a workbench as well. It doesn't help. I think that's gonna be just kind of like a I think the 2 stones only fills in like 1 or 2 pickaxe worth of like damage. No, my pickaxe. Well, guess I may as well bring the stone back and empty it out while I... Actually, I guess I don't need to. I can always just stay here and do some wood next. I was planning on chopping down wood anyway. My axe is in perfect condition. Next, mad at you for doing projects yesterday. Too much hunching over and yanking out staples. Yeah. I bet. Especially, like, if you have to do any sort of, like physical movements. Like, not physical movements. That feels redundant. But, like aggressive, like, yanks or pulls or lifting or that. Like, when you're just not stretched. Because, like, I don't imagine people stretch often when they're about to do some, like... I don't know, reupholstering, for instance. It's really easy to pull muscles or like crick your neck when you're just existing, if you're not careful. Hyperfocus-induced injury. Yeah. It's always good to try and get yourself those posture checks. Do some stretches in the middle of doing, like, any amount of, like, long-form work. It's difficult to do that if you're not reminded regularly. When I'm drawing, I remember to stretch, but mostly because my hands get sore. So I'll be drawing and then my hand will get sore and I'll be like, oh, I better do some stretches. Because I have to stop drawing briefly anyway. That's about the extent of my self-care when it comes to, like, not hunching over while working. Don't hit me! I'm yawning. Again. Come on. Stop it. Just chopping down your forest. Leave me alone. They won't stop attacking me. It's almost like it's nighttime and I'm being ambushed by numerous enemies. Constantly. I can't even pick up wood and like... inventory's full of junk. I appreciate that there's like a function to turn off auto pickup, but I can't imagine ever using it. Like, the entire time I've been playing this game, I can't think of a single situation where I wouldn't want to pick up loot. Because even though I get annoyed of, like, picking up trash off the ground, like bones, I guess, I just don't want to lose anything else. Essential junk, you need those buke berries. Well, I don't need the buke berries, but I do want the Grey Dwarf eyes and the stone and the wood. And I wouldn't be opposed to getting the resin, because that's useful for other things. I don't like the buke berries, but a lot of it I do want. So turning off the auto pickup would require me to look down and pick it up manually. It feels inconvenient when you have to slay like 30 of these things every second. They're just sending wave after wave of undead, like brownies at forest critters. Or just spot the stuff in the grass too. Yeah, there's that too. Like, you can see the little twinkles, but like, you can't see what they are. And if I was manually picking everything up, I definitely wouldn't pick up the right things. Sparkles give you an idea. If there's one thing you aren't picking up, the twinkles will still be there. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, like, even if I turn it off and pick stuff up, like, there's no guarantee I'll remember what I have and haven't picked up, or what I did and didn't want to pick up. Like, if there's a one stack of buke berries on the ground, or like an ancient seed, it's just glittering and glowing in the distance, I'll be like, oh, I should go check that out. And then I'll get there and it'll be like, nah, don't want that. For the 17th time passing over that one area, I don't want that. I have this thing that I really enjoy doing, and I'm sure it's come across at least once or twice. I really enjoy, like, hyper-exaggerating numbers, as, like, for a bit. And I worry that sometimes people might, like, like, think that I'm being serious when I'm, like, making up random numbers to say. Because, like, I try to, like, make them, like, close enough to be realistic, but not so realistic that it's not an exaggeration. Like, I've probably cut down about 15 trees, but if I was to exaggerate the number of trees I cut down, I'd probably say, like, 30. Which isn't, like... which isn't, like, a lot, but it's an awful lot more than I've cut down. They'll be like, man, I came out here and cut out like 30 trees or something. You know, it's like, no, I've cut down like 15, but, you know, it's a fun exaggeration. And, like, I just do that a lot. I just love to exaggerate numbers. Just enough to be, like, ridiculous, but not so ridiculous that it's unbelievable. But then sometimes it will be unbelievable, and that's even more fun. I just heard a neck grunt at me. I don't see it. Picking things up manually when mining, over encumbered. So much more hassle than auto pickup and discard the unwanted. Yeah. That makes sense, because you have to like sit there and pick through all the junk too. Like, the possibility of like just accidentally picking up like a rock or something, like when I pick up only like metals is really annoying. How do I expect people to tell when the number is truthful? Oh, well, like I said, I make an effort to make it like ridiculous, just not unbelievable. Like, if I'm like actually exaggerating, like when I'm like annoyed or something, I'd be like, I have to fight like 5 million blanks or whatever. Like, oh, the Grey Dwarf just sent out 15 million enemies at me. And it's like 15. Or like, you know, I spend half a year cutting down trees, whatever. Like 17 days working in the mines. Like, it's like stuff like that. It's clearly a lie or an exaggeration. How's 30 more ridiculous than 15? Well, it's double the amount. And I haven't been out here long enough to have cut down 30 trees. My example wasn't great, because the example was meant to imply that I usually double the number of things that I do, to imply that I've made, like a big exaggeration. But I chose a small number to double, so it didn't really come out very big to make any sort of joke out of it. I just sort of stuck with the exaggeration to prove a point, and now it's a bit too late to take it back to make a more exaggerated number to like prove my point better. Hey, Fishy, how you doing? Still alive? Well, that's good. Glad to hear it. How goes things? Doing alright. Very tired. I haven't slept in like 1,000 days. Isn't true. It's been like a day or two, maybe 2. Well, I don't know. I've probably gotten like 4 hours in 2 days. Maybe 5. I can't remember. Memory doesn't work very well when tired, I'm afraid. Don't follow me. That's fine. I didn't mean to throw those feathers on them. I don't need them, really. Stop hitting me. I'm just cutting down trees. This black metal axe lasts a lot longer than that pickaxe does. Geez. Should I keep going? I'm just give me those back. That's fine. I didn't want those feathers anyway. It's like the first stream. I don't think I'm gonna get anything done. Like, I had planned on making that building, obviously. I knew it would take a while, but I didn't realize how few resources I had lying around. I had to come out and get resources, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. We'll get some of it done. Need to go back in the house and rest. Away. When's Dead Cells incoming? You haven't missed it? No, you haven't missed it. Dead Cells is after Valheim. After I finish playing this game, which is probably, if I had to give a rough estimate, like, I'm gonna assume around a month or two, which is a while, but that's generally when I expect that I'll be done with the game. I can't be 100% because, you know, I haven't played the game this before, so like I don't have any idea when this is like where I am in the game, but I know there's only like one more biome and it's not finished, I think. So I'll be playing Dead Cells after I finish up with Valheim. I didn't miss it? Yeah. I'll just to try to ensure you don't miss it, I'll try to remember to send you a DM on like Twitter or something when I intend to play it. Or you can just pop into chat and ask every once in a while, and I'll see if it's almost time. We were here for 3 weeks. You don't need to apologize for not being here. There's no obligation to be here. I appreciate your presence when you're around, but if you're not, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Being here is compulsory. No, it's not. Don't say that. I'll never forgive you. It's not true. Oh, I need to make another couple workbenches. Put those gray dwarf up in. Rest in there. Not my hammer. I need that. Bones? Nope. Any resin? Yep. I have some flax in there. I didn't even realize. Should be here at least once a week again. Oh, cool. Coolio. Breach the contract. No contract. I'm so good. Where's this contract, Lord? Why? Have people been like establishing things without me around? Do I have like some sort of shadow organizer going on here? Alright. What am I doing? I think it's one more than two. Get. Okay, I think what I wanted to try doing, I'm going to change this so it's not hexagonal. I'm going to make it round and see if I like the way that looks. So it's round and like hexagon in the middle there, then round on the ends. Oh, I like it. Might hate it. You never know. It still needs, it's going to be a similar design to the base I made in the Mistlands. Going to be identical. When I said similar, I meant identical. Also, maybe it shouldn't be, actually. Is that 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. I could probably not do that, because it makes it way longer. Yeah. Do 1. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3. Then we double check the distance here. Yeah, right there is the pathway through. So that does still need to be 3. It feels a bit weird. Because it doesn't quite line up the way I expected it to. But it's okay. I don't mind. Oops, just destroyed something, too. I guess signed it while sleepwalking. Maybe. I haven't slept walk in a long time, but I have done it in the past. So it's not unheard of. It's not an impossibility. Want to remodel a van into an RV, so that helped you get out of your cycle? Cool, cool. Projects are always good. I'd be interested to hear more about that. Ford Transit? I don't know anything about cars, I realize. So I don't know what that looks like. Okay, is this centered? It is centered this time. I don't know why it wasn't centered on the last one, but it's fine this time, it seems. You Googled it. You also know nothing about cars, but now you know what it looks like. Yeah, I guess that would be the right thing to do in my situation here. Citroen jumper? No. Don't recognize those series of words. Okay, attach there, attach there, attach there. Ah! Oh, I never got my buff back. I'd forgotten to go hang out next to the fire so I can get my regen. Last week-ish, you decided you want a little K truck someday? Japanese one. The views to making a swag plus tent setup for back. Hella cute. I've never even seen that either. You get a lot of lightly used Japanese cars here. That's cool. I kind of wish I had an attachment to any type of car or cars. It seems like a fun, like, hobby? Is that what I'm looking for? Maybe. Maybe hobby's not the right word. I guess it's also expensive. It wouldn't be like a hobby as much as a investment. The only car I've ever driven that I enjoyed driving was a partner's father's electric SUV. Maybe. I think it was like I don't know what it was. I want to say it was a Jeep, but it wasn't a Jeep. It was a really nice car. It wasn't a car, it was like a truck, but it wasn't a truck, it was an SUV. But it wasn't an SUV either. I don't know what it was called. It was really nice. I wish I could describe it, but I have no idea what it looked like. It's been too long. But it sure was nice to drive. I still have their phone number. I could probably call them and ask, but I wonder if it would be awkward because I haven't spoken to them in like, oh god, like 5-6 years now. Good icebreaker. What, asking about what their car was that I drove that one time when we went on a trip together? Yeah, maybe. Still feel it'd be a bit awkward. Not like we separated on bad terms or anything, but I feel like it'd be strange. I don't have any stone. I'm stewed. Maybe I'll level ground and try to do that instead of just mining it all up. That'll at least make it so it doesn't have to, I don't know, clip through the walls constantly. Can't do anything with that one yet. Okay, good. Yeah, it might be a decent icebreaker. I still think it'd be a bit strange to just call out of the blue for something like that, but also the likelihood of them remembering, because I don't know if they went through cars quickly, but I know they had like 3 different vehicles, and I know that the one I know that they don't keep them for long. They definitely do change them out. Like every time a new model comes, they'll buy a new. Sell off the old one. You do the same with houses. They were rich. They were rich people. My partner's father was a doctor. And the mother was a real estate agent. I don't know how much money real estate agents make, but I know how much money doctors make. Okay. I think that's a decent building design. Little bits in here. for like a garden or some such. I would have liked to get like more of a. I want to like mimic this like semicircle here, but I can't. I can't do that. I could like unlink this to try and like fit it in manually. I don't think that would work out very well for me. I could do it though. Never know if you ask. Maybe they will remember. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm sure I could find it. I imagine it was like a Range Rover or something. Let me just look up what a Range Rover looks like, because that's what comes into my mind when I think. Oh, that's not what it looks like at all. Okay, it's not that. Oh, this is a 2024 one. Maybe that one was probably like a 2013 or something. Yes. Nah, it's too big. Whatever that is, it's too big. It's not. That's what I'm looking for. Is that what it's called? No, it doesn't that either. Thought maybe it was a escape or something like that. What is the hybrid? It's definitely a hybrid car. I thought it was an electric, but it's a hybrid. That's what they're called. It doesn't matter. It's not that interesting. I'm playing a game here. I probably shouldn't be looking at random cars. Escalade? Maybe? I'll look that up and see what that looks like. Escalade. No, that's too big. It was like the size of a sedan, but it was like a SUV, which I don't know how to explain better than that, because that's not like those are like conflicting like descriptors. It was like if a sedan and a Jeep combined and was like a little bit bigger, but not so big that it was like a normal SUV sized. I don't know. It was a hybrid car. It had like this thing where it would charge the battery when you were braking. I don't know. I thought it was cool. It had cruise control. It was really nice. In a combi shape? I don't know. No. Yeah, I have no idea. Wonder if I have a call. I might have a picture of it. No, I don't think I do. I remember it had no, I was gonna say I'll describe its back door and like that. No, I realized that just is every like truck, because it had like a like I said, it's like a Jeep, so it had like a window on the back, and it like opened up like a hatchback sort of thing. Not a hatchback, because that's a different thing completely, but like it had the opening door that goes up, you know, like. I don't know. I can't describe what things are. It had wheels, yes. You got it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It did have 4 wheels, yes. Was indeed an automobile. Making progress. I wish I had a better memory for stuff like that. I just don't. Because, like, all cars just look the same to me. And, like, I remember distinctly that car being the best car that I'd driven. ever, and I cannot remember what it was called. And I'm really grumpy about that, because if I ever do, like, buy a car, I would want that. I think this is the section I want to knock out and make a staircase up. I can't see. Okay. Staircase, please. Thank you. I want to double check here. I have to do the same thing there. A staircase upwards to like the next building I intend to make. And then how can I make this work? This is gonna be a really long staircase if I do that long. If I do it too long, I might be able to make it better. Let's see. This is the same height, so I know that this is up at 3. This has to go up 3 as well. I think I've misjudged the distance between the two. There are 3-wheeled cars, I suppose. You're not new, Unibubbles. But hello regardless. Ah! Architect Krim. Well, I did want to be an architect at one time. Just 2-wheeled cars even. You're not new either, Fishy, but hello to you as well. What I wanted to do, tooth up. And I'll have the... Oh, you know what? I think the reason is because I misjudged the size. I meant to have another room like here, and then I meant to join them up again up here. So we'll make one room here and see how that works. I might make this 4 tall then. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do some silly stuff. See how that works out for me. I'm gonna make this 3 as before. How big is this gonna be if I do this? It should ideally touch the edge here. And not hit that. Yes. Okay, good. have a suspicion that it is not going to work, but it's not looking too bad yet. But I realize now that I'm still gonna have to do something silly. Two-wheeled cars, but you're not sure if there's one-wheeled cars. I can't imagine. Also, a two-wheeled car doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. There's a 1 per stream maximum on this new redeem. This is blasphemy. Not a new redeem. On an I'm new redeem. Well, I guess it is a... Well... It's... You know, I can't have people tell me they're new 15 times a stream. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, would it? Lemmy's new. Redeemed your Twitch streak for that. Alright, well. I guess you did get your 100 streak. It's durable. Suppose you can use that redeem for whatever you like. If you remind me that you're new, I mean, you can do that too. 1 per user per stream, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta limit the redeems, you know? Can't have them flooding the chat constantly. I know they probably would for at least 1 stream. Limmy's new, Dragon's new. She is new. It's not true. Actually, that one you can redeem as many times as you want, but it is kind of expensive. All new. Just a bunch of new viewers. Hey, look, I'm happy with that. It's always nice to have new viewers coming in. They're not new. I don't know what I did wrong here. I gotta undo some bits. Hate that I don't have enough resources to like do this right now. I gotta go repair my pickaxe as well. Come on. My forge is all the way across the map. It's 100 points? Is it 100 points? Is the highlight my message 100 points? Oh my goodness, that should have been like 1,000. Like, that was supposed to be 1,000 points. What in the world? So you're 80,000 points? Ooh. Well, I suppose 1,000 isn't that much either. It's like 20 minutes watch anything. Don't say that. Crim's trying to increase the price. See? Yeah. I gotta be like, keep an eye on that inflation. Gotta make sure to like artificially like increase the rarity of certain emotes, you know? What did I do wrong here? Oh, I see. I just did a big old weird circle all the way around for some reason. 1, 2, 3. It's unfortunate. That means I will go over the top, which is not what I'm looking to do. I have to make that, not do that. Because I don't know how I'm gonna manage. What was I gonna... I was gonna try doing, what I initially had intended to try to do was I was gonna make, these be, like, similar, right? Wanted to have a whole bunch of octagons, like, together. Those ones across there. But, like, I just chose to not do that for some reason, and I don't know why. It's just because I wanted more interesting designs than just some octagons over and over again. That would have made it a lot easier to plan the size of the building. It would also prevent a lot of, like, weird clipping issues I have. Well, I mean, that does match up the way I wanted it to. I'm gonna have to enclose this side, so it can't be open on either side. It's kind of a shame, but... Can I, like, place this, like, there, but... Like that. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? These. Up. Kind of like that. Had your highlight message be 69,420? What are the new rooms for? Trophies. I needed trophies. I needed a place to put my trophies. So they're trophy rooms. Because that's the intention, of course. Whether or not they'll actually work, who knows. Yeah, the highlight message redeem, I want to have cheap enough to afford for people to use it, clearly. And also because if there's, like, an emergency or, like, something very important that needs saying in chat, I'll be able to see it immediately. Versus, like, sometimes I'll just miss messages because they'll be, like, the same colored name as somebody else or something like that. And I'll think I'll already have read it out. So if there's ever like, there's ever like an emergency, I want the, like if I, for instance, I forget to mute my microphone when I like have like a call or something, which hasn't happened, but could happen. I want to make sure that the, or if like the audio suddenly cuts out, and I'm like in the middle of doing something. Emergency, try describing the car again. It looked vaguely like a Jeep and a sedan. It was smooth. It had the front end of a Jeep and then the back end of like a small SUV. But it like felt like driving a sedan. It was a hybrid vehicle. It had 4 wheels. It had access to cruise control, so it was fairly recently made. I don't know. It might have been a type of Prius. We know the country of origin? No. Wow, Prius truck does not come up with anything that looks anything like anything I've ever seen in my life. So that's not what I'm looking for. Volkswagen? It wasn't a Volkswagen. I mean, maybe it was. No. Well, maybe. No, I don't think so. It actually kind of looks like it, but well, maybe it is. What is this one called? I mean, you can't see it. I'm just looking at the, the random stuff. What is that? No, it's definitely not that. It's too big. It looks vaguely like the Touareg. I think that's what it says. Touareg. It looked like that, except it was smaller. You can tap on the screen to show us. I could do that, but it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't help you see it. Not like when I grab my like tin of sewing needles and stuff. Like that one you can just imagine. Okay, so I like this well enough. The problem with this room now is that the ladder goes into the center of it, so it doesn't quite fit the same design as the previous rooms, where there would just be a walk around from the start. But that's okay. We need to, like, make stone here. It's too tall. There. Just gonna level ground all the way around here and hope that it works well enough. Well, actually, turns out I don't have quite the range that I need on there. I hadn't considered the fact that the, oh my god, how did you get in? There's literally one way you could have gotten in. It's to go all the way around the other side of the building and crawl in that little gap that I've made. Nope. Okay. That interfere with climbing up the stairs? Yes. I'm gonna have to combine it in a weird way. Maybe I could make that out of stone stairs. And maybe that would not have a problem. That. No, I still get hung up on them. That's a shame. Ah. And yeah, it's just gonna be a pain in the butt. Delete all that and just fit them back in the way they will fit. Don't do that. The downside to having my building on like such a very specific and like shallow section is that I have to deal with that. You know what I could do? I could leave that section open and have like a little garden like along the edge of it. Oops, I did not mean to drink that. That is incredibly valuable and a huge waste. Because if I was to make the, this. Because each room has a different design to it, right? I think I could feasibly do something like this, and it would still look pretty good. Like, this room has, like, these little, like, this, like, Celtic cross thing going on. Stop attacking my building! I'm just working over here. Stop it! Rude. There are enemies nearby. There's not enemies nearby. It's your imagination. The only one looking like that you can think of would be the Volkswagen Teos. You don't know if those can be hybrid. Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of the problem, is such vague information and knowledge. I just don't know. I'm like 90% sure it was a hybrid. I might have been just an electric vehicle. But it looked like that, but was smaller. And it doesn't help, because I don't know. Like I said, I have to probably just call my partner's father and see if he remembers what car he had 6 years ago or whatever. You'll find it if it's the last thing you do. Yeah, it's such a silly thing. I remember it was like forest green, if that helps determine what it might have been. I imagine that certain cars have certain color limitations. And maybe that's information that can be helpful in determining what car it was. There's only 3 cars in the world with that color. Wow. Where did it narrow it down? I'm glad I could remember that Tilda. Why is this one tiny? Look at how tiny this little triangle is. Why is that triangle so tiny? Like, this one's big, this one's big, this one's big, this one's tiny. Why is that triangle so small? What have I done differently with this side? It's average size for a triangle. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. By flipping the blocks around 180 degrees. Yeah, I think that was what it was. I mean, I really don't love this, like, really dark line right there, but I'll live with it. Yeah, this room's design's fine. Then I go to this room, this one's designed fine. A wibble. I like this design. It's very narrow, but I'll manage. This one up here. Are you annoying me? No. You can keep guessing cars. I just have no idea what it could be, so I'll have to just, like, assume you're either correct or not. I don't know. Mitsubishi Outland. Maybe. That looks really familiar. I need to look at like an older version of it. I think that is it. I think that might actually be it. Apparently they're really badly rated for reliability. Child of Night, thank you for the follow. Let's go. Yeah, that looks super familiar. And the second you said Outlander, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was it. Alright, well. The most pleasant car I've ever driven was a Mitsubishi Outlander, apparently. At least that's what I'm gonna go with. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't have any real, like, idea. Lurk. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, thank you for the follow. It's very kind. I appreciate it. Now, I hesitate to add any sort of, like, barriers or such edges. Well, I guess I could do like that. Build them in these little, like, middle pairs. That might be nice. Now I can call and ask if it was Mitsubishi Outlander. I could do that, yeah. Underrated chill gameplay. Well, that's sort of the idea. I do make an effort to be fairly chill, I suppose. Well, maybe an effort is a bit too generous of a descriptor. I need to get some more stone to go harvesting again. So I grab whatever's on here and just chuck it over this wall. Oh, I have some more stone. Look at that. Turns out I don't need to go gathering more materials after all. Angled sats. You don't. If it isn't, you're surprised we got it so fast? If it is. I don't know if that was fast, but it was definitely impressive. Why am I having a hard time with this one? Why is this one not cooperating? Are these causing me problems? Maybe. What am I making? It's gonna be like a trophy house. I have like a ton of trophies just sitting up in my chests, taking up space. And I thought it'd be nice to have like a location where I could put them. And so I'm making just a big old building for trophies. Why is that? It's giving me a really hard time. I don't know why, but It's very strange. Like, sometimes it works perfectly, and other times it just doesn't. Hold shift to ignore the snap points. Yeah, I do know, but I try not to do that very often, because, like, I really don't... Like, I wouldn't mind doing it here. Oh, there you go. Oh. I wouldn't mind doing it here, because I'm having a hard time lining it up, but... Yeah, sometimes I don't want to accidentally, like, make it to... by accident. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but... that's okay. Nothing I say makes sense. Well, I imagine some of it does. I want it to be snapped to a grid. It's just a case of wrestling it into the correct grid snap. Yeah, basically. Just fiddle around until it works. I might even lower these, so actually make these very neat little ones like this. Again, I don't know how it's going to look here. Give me the long one again. Can I fit that there? Nah, not quite. Let's do 2 of these ones. Oh, that one just doesn't line up properly at all. That's weird. I wonder why that is. The other ones seem to be fine. It's not that one. Do that. Right from there. Might have to build backwards on this edge. Grid snapping is superior 99% of the time. It's basically playing a zoo. I do like grid snapping. I don't love it, especially like in games like The Sims. In games like The Sims, I almost always turn off grid snapping because I really want to make it like a specific way. That's just being really inconvenient. So I might have to do the anti-grid for this somehow. Won't work. Damn it. It's gonna be one way or the other. Why did it work so well right here? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. 2. I don't know. I mean, specifically in Valheim. Yeah, okay, I got you. I mean, it's definitely, most of the time, I like the snapping. But sometimes I can't stand it. Because I don't know why it's not working. Maybe if I was to go like here, and then here. And from there, this direction. That looks good. I don't know if it'll work reverse, but it looks good. Why is that different? it just doesn't quite line up. It's so strange. I can fit one more there, and then I can try to put these here. It just really does not want to, like, adhere to the layout. That was underground. I'm gonna have to just suffer through with a weird a weird problem that I don't know how to fix. Maybe. And snap both sides and start in the middle if you want it to be symmetrical. Forgot about your veggies. You have carrots and cauliflower and broccoli now. Good. Cauliflower's almost as good as broccoli. Almost. Carrots are okay, but among vegetables, they are not necessarily the best. But they're certainly... they'll do the job. The thing is, I don't necessarily want them to be symmetrical. I want them to be symmetrical like that, but then I can't really do it anywhere else because of the way I have the things set up. Of course, do this, and then this. That would work. And look a little bit less than weird. How did I manage that? I just added onto this. That, kind of. Or I just like stick one of these on. It's just, no, it doesn't work. Okay. Alright. So I need to like push this inside of that one somehow. How did I manage that on the other one? Just did like that, I guess. Problem is it like doesn't snap properly. I guess I could try and put it down without the grid, like you say. Try it like that. Because if it snaps like that and I turn it off, it doesn't snap like that. It pops up slightly. Or out. If I pop it out, what does that end up looking like? Leaves a small gap, which I don't want. If I was to manually fix it again, like there. Then like that, I mean, it works better than it did. It's not good. That's better. I don't love it, but that's better. Yeah, I mean, it took a bit of finagling, but I think that's okay. Romanesco broccoli is the best vegetable, which is technically a cauliflower. This game lets you build in octagons, but it really doesn't want you to. Yeah, it seems that way. Also, like, what a weird attempt at a building I'm trying to do here anyway. Like, I'm probably going to have to, like... Because I need to, like, cover up this really ugly bit here somehow. Anyway. So, even with all this, I probably am going to cover up this section. Like that, and this section as well. Just to avoid seeing that big gap in the ground there. And there's nothing gonna be here, like, yet, aside from like obviously like a head or something. In the middle, I don't have anything planned yet. What did I do last time? It was, oh yeah, I just like kind of shoved it inside of this one. Another one gently inside. That's like there. Of course, I was able to see when I was building the last one. I have quite as much difficulties. That one snapped to the wrong thing, obviously. There. That's where I wanted it. If I snap it to that... No, I don't need to snap it to like there. Ah, not quite. That one needs to be destroyed. Okay, if I do that... Put it... Why is it doing that? Why is it being weird? Why are you being weird? Like there. Still looks weird. But less weird than it did. Okay, I think that's good enough on that side. I'm just fine with it. How it is. Okay. I think I'm satisfied with that. I'm gonna go broccoli. See what that looks like. Oh, I have seen this. I remember you showed me this before, and it looked wild. Very cool looking, like, plant. You gotta go now? Nice talking? Yeah, good to see you again. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, now my next trick is going to be this direction. Say trick. My next building connection is going to be this way. And ideally, it'll like link up that one perfectly. It won't, but ideally it will. Ah, look at that. Look at that inconsistency right there. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? Oh wait, that's partially because it didn't link properly here. maybe I can work it a bit better. Why is that off-center? How weird. These are off-center. Oof. Oof. How bad. They're really off-center. I guess it's because it's octagonal in nature. And therefore, generally inconsistent. Maybe if I was to add one of these, it would help in that situation. Although I am doubtful. Not that it matters terribly, of course, because I am going to be, like, encasing this. Even if it is inconsistent, you won't be able to see from here. Like the side, I mean, not the look. If I get rid of that, stick it on here. I'll have to manually place this one, because it's not going to work otherwise. There, that links up fine. However, you're not linked up fine. Alright. That one links up. This one is not linked up properly, and I don't know why. I guess for a similar reason. So is that going to just scoot it over and be weird looking? Oh, no, actually, I think it might make it the same size if I do that. It's definitely weird and uneven, but... How close does that get to that side? That's very close. That actually is perfect. That just fixes the inconsistencies I had previously. Which I guess is good. Although if it doesn't want to cooperate, I guess I can't. Very well. You go away. I'm trying to see things, and you're making a lot of bright lights happen, and it's hurting my eyes. You're never going to see that. I could just, like, add this in there to, like, shore it up to the wall. It'd look a little bit different, but not so different that I think it would matter terribly. Okay, I mean, there's a little bit of inconsistency here and there, but I think overall it sort of works out fine. Yeah, good enough, that's what I'm thinking. Stop it! To work. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Almost like it's nighttime and the enemies hate me. And are hyper-aggressive at night. Okay, so what I want to do, before I get attacked too much more, tiny change here. Try to do the same thing I was doing before, but this time with this thing. It's not going to work, is it? Snap it on. that, then like this, and make a staircase down, please. See how it goes. It doesn't quite match up as expected, but I think it matches up well enough that I don't mind. If I add this, oops, there it goes. If I add this, I think it will look intentional. I'm going to mirror this on the other side. Okay. Alright. I think it's about the end of my stream for today. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna head off. But, you know, it wasn't too bad. I got a third of the building built, thereabouts. Wasn't great, but... yeah, it's something. Ooh, save. Yeah. Oh my god, the world save, jeez. Almost 7 seconds, holy crap. Getting big. Yeah, I'll try to finish that next time. Hopefully I'll have a good amount of sleep tonight. Anyway, thanks for hanging out and lurking and chatting and following and all that. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Gloomhaven. But I'll be back with this on Thursday/Friday, depending on where you are in the world. So if you want to come back for that, that's when that'll be. Refuse to make your house symmetrical, and you are relieved at that, seeing how hard it is to do. Yes. Yeah. That'd be nice. All of my stuff is symmetrical except, like, the staircases in this house, basically. Everything else is symmetrical. Oh, man. That, of course, the bedroom that I've never upgraded. Anyway. I was going to change my outfit to into my cozy gear, but I'm already wearing it. Yeah. Have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.